Goodness, I have a confession to make. I'm almost an hour late getting out here too quickly. Clock went off this morning. Man, I've been up every morning early. I'm going to sleep in a while. I couldn't sleep. I turned, tossed and turned for a while. But what I did was I managed to miss out on a beautiful foggy morning. Heavy frost, everything on the wiggly windows. This is all ice. It's all froze up. Everything's frozen. Steps coming up to the Quigley were frozen. But what a beautiful foggy morning. I mean, vapor trails in the sky. Quite beautiful. Looking up toward Big Mountain. See the sun hitting the top of the ridge. It'll be an hour before it gets down here. But most of the fog is lifted off. This would be I'm looking north, so that's the south-facing ridges. All the frost and fog will come off there pretty quickly. All right. Then we go over here. And that's facing to the west. Now you tell me, is that pretty or what? It's cold. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's cold. A little freezing, that's for sure. Boy, my doorknob is froze. It's ice all over. Everything's steps are. You got to be careful on these steps. You bust your hind end. My. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful place. There's just no way that I can even begin to show you how beautiful it is this foggy morning. And it's cold and icy, everything. All the outside of the Quigley, everything, the windows, everything, just big coat of ice on. I'm just going to let it melt off of its own volition. But how will the deer react to this foggy morning? Who knows? Who knows how the deer is going to react to it? I don't. But one thing I do know, man, it's beautiful. It is that. I just were to get the ice scraper out and knock a little of this ice off so I can see around the area. I've got to get this ice off of here. Eat back. There he is. Come over here. I think it's that little 6-pointer. He just left the field. He just went through the fence. Going on up through the woods. I was cleaning off the windows, making all kinds of racket, and looked up. He was standing up there looking down at the Quigley. There's a vapor trail from the jet coming over. Isn't that pretty? Sun trying to come up over the ridge there. And fog still hanging over the valley. Well, I probably should not have been as lazy this morning as I was. I was just finishing scraping off the windows. Looked up on the hill, little bucks up there. Who knows what was in the fields when I wasn't here. Or it may have been so foggy you couldn't see them anyway, but I reckon it pays not to be lazy. But I was lazy this morning. But I convinced myself that I deserve the right to be lazy once in a while if I want to be. Anyway, get me a little bit of coffee. Well, had to take a little break from Quigley to do a few chores around the house, and back out here at Quigley this afternoon. You know, at this point in the season, our whole deer season is about 3 months long if you take into consideration archery, muzzleloader, rifle. And at this point, we're approaching the 2/3 of the way through the season. And at this point, you start to question yourself a little bit. You know, was it a good idea to pass up some of those good bucks earlier? No. I ignored some advice I heard from a fellow one time, and I passed it on many times myself. So never pass up a deer, an elk, or anything else on the first day of the season that you would gladly shoot on the last day of the season. When I passed up some of those bucks early, I was certainly hoping I didn't live to regret that. I'm still holding out. I got one decent buck, but my goodness, I've seen a couple of nice bucks, and I'm going to keep holding out. My brother just sent me a picture of a deer killed on a farm just down the road here. Killed this morning right behind the man's house, and nice, nice 8-point, nice 8-point, big 8-point, similar to the big 8 that I've seen out here a few times. Like I said, I hope I don't regret that. I got quite a bit of hunting left, and I will stay with it. Right now, we'll just sit back and watch fields, see what shows up. Goodness. Deer movement has been terribly slow today. Still looking for that one decent buck, good buck. I don't know. I tell everybody the best way to get a deer, get a buck, or catch a fish is stay at it. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your own advice. I think back of all the bucks that I've already passed up. I've been, sort of wondering why I did that. Seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know about now. Gracious, it's almost getting close to the end of the day here, and it's the witching hour. Old Buckhorn wouldn't surprise me if he stepped out any time, but I've had to stay after it. Gracious. Just stay at it, I reckon. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a train way off in the distance somewhere. It's raining this morning, and the atmosphere is such that sound is coming from miles away. That's a rare thing. Out here in this little valley, you can hear sounds that's off like that. Hear the whistle? I hope you can hear it. Still quite dark out here. You can't see anything yet. I just thought that train whistle was neat. Just trying to break daylight over the ridge there. Little patches of fog drifting around in the rain here and there. Light from the house looks cozy. Yeah, I got my little stove heating the place up a little bit this morning. It's cold and rainy. I want to be sure and check every nook and cranny of these fields that the daylight breaking. I'll be sure and check it out. Or you look around and there's nothing. And then you look back just a few seconds later and there'll be a buck standing right out in the middle of the field. You wonder how in the world did he get there without me seeing him. 2 does left. He's running them off. I didn't even see where they went. They've gone somewhere. They didn't want anything to do with him. Well, jump the fence. The rain and the fog just keeps rolling in and rolling out. The rain is coming down. Mr. Saul here supposedly got a deer.
What are you looking for?
What do you got?
Get him.
Huh?
Get him on the video. He loves it.
Where is it? Is it in here?
It is.
Huh?
It is.
Oh. 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 You like that, do you?
Yeah.
So, wait a minute, don't put them out. Huh? But you got another one?
It all goes together.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that was before you had breakfast?
Yeah, little whiskey. Yeah, it's a big breakfast. It's little breakfast. Yeah.
Here, come on, you like that camera? Get with it. I told him you wouldn't bite
That's
that
my
picture.
gift for Virginia.
For these deer rattlers. I told him to kill something. Kill him something. Come out of that lucky corner. Always keep him.
Well,
I said, now my brother won't, he said he won't bite the next bit, and you're Sonia and Debbie, they're ecstatic. Oh my God.
Dick, you like this?
Huh?
Oh, good duck. Good duck, buddy.
Yep.
He's had fun.
Are you sure you want to go back to Mexico?
Yeah.
You about that?
He sure he won't come back.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back hunting and fishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hunting and
you
fishing.
two do. Y'all love each other. Get over there.
Yes, sir. I hope coming back and fishing.
Do what?
I hope coming back and fishing together.
Fishing.
Fishing together. Meet you together.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know.
Coming here?
Yes, sir.
You
Yeah.
going with us?
Yeah. I like it fishing. I like the fishing. I'm crazy for fishing and hunting. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the guacamole kid.
Yeah. It's better call Saul.
So, there you go.
And a
Similar.
lot of people know what I meant by that.
So, ese yo. Yeah.
So I told you my brother wouldn't bite that, but he was just so proud I didn't give him long to look at it. Old Nick, he's bit it. He said, I thought, what time to get it? Tell him what time he got it.
10:30.
And the solar period had been in 4 minutes. Today, yeah.
Well, that's about when the sick one showed up, but the big one showed up before the solar period. Well, before the solar period.
But
Oh, well.
put them on your head again, mister. All right.
Hey,
Next year.
let's see this hairdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that again.
Look at that.
Rough.
Look at that.
Rough. It's curly hair.
Hey.
It's curly hair.
Hey,
Oh, my God.
I'll get me one just like
Hold
it.
on. You got it right here? You got a long beard? Yeah. It's curly hair.
Yeah.
You got a curly hair. Nice.
You related to him?
Yeah. Curly hair.
They're both silly people.
Yeah.
Dick.
Yeah.
You had a good day today, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm enjoying. It's nice, you know. I like it. It's different. I like it. The mount in Anderson is flat.
Yeah.
But right here is different. I like it. I enjoy it. I like it. See
I
them.
love the mountains.
Yeah, I like
He's
it.
Down South Carolina where you're at flat as split,
Yeah.
right?
He's already claimed put stakes on the little big one. I told him he's got to dig out the history of the little big one. He don't know. Old Kevin said, "Yep, I'm going to shoot the little ones. Dennis, the little ones. Hold them little ones up so we shoot the little ones, the little, and the big horns. We don't discriminate." Okay.
How did that get off?
I lose it. I don't know. It's
That just came off.
open.
I don't have no idea.
That's been sawed off. That
Yeah.
ain't.
I don't know.
How long you had them?
Oh, long time. Yeah, long time.
Hell have you had what?
I asked him how long he'd had them.
Had these?
Yeah.
Evidently a long time.
All righty, you can take charge of this. Hey, show that head one more time. Turn around.
Crazy hair.
Crazy
Crazy head.
Crazy head.
Crazy hair.
Guacamole.
Yeah.
All right.
That might be crazy hair, but at least you got some.
Yeah. Maybe 4 months, 4 years, I'm going to lose it.
Don't you come back here with any
There you go.
Yesterday, yesterday was, oh my goodness. You know, I said I took a pretty good buck earlier. Then I was going to hold out and wait for a really nice buck to see if I could find a better buck. Well, let me tell you, it wasn't just a better buck. There was an awesome buck come out yesterday. I have to tell you what happened there. The solar period didn't even start until like 10:30. And I'd stayed out here. And I normally, stay out here, most of the day. But it was Sunday. And I hadn't seen much. Actually it's a little 7-pointer, and the one that I show you that come run down, jumped the fence right here at the Quigley and went around by the barn, and my wife had seen it. She just happened to look out and she saw it disappear right around the barn, and she just called me and asked me if I'd seen it and what it was, and I said, yeah. And I said, I've got it on tape, but I've got it on SD card. I said, I'll just bring the SD card, come out there at the house, and I'll show it to you. Pretty good little footage. So I'll bring it and show it to you. He said, okay. So I said, would you like to have some breakfast? She said, yeah. Okay, well, it was Sunday, so we're going to have a Bible study this afternoon, and I'm not going to take this hunting too terribly serious today, so what did I do? I went to the house. Now let me tell you the rest of that story. That little buck right there is coming right by the Quigley.
He's too little anyway.
Yeah, I know. He's going right by the Quigley. But yesterday, I was sitting here and I come in early, a lot earlier than I should have, because it was Sunday and whatever, and we were going to have some breakfast. And I asked Diane, I said, you want some biscuits? And she said, yeah. Who would turn down biscuits? So I come over here, right here at my little chest to keep all my biscuit making and cake making paraphernalia. I had a cooler sitting right here that we had ice in where we had a lot of company in on Thanksgiving. So I said, okay, I'm going to take the cooler back out to the barn for storage where we normally keep it. So I come run over here to the door with the cooler, and I look out. Right there near where that buck was a minute ago was 2 deer standing right there by the Quigley. So I just happened to look up the hill. When I looked up on the hill, right up there, a big deer jumped the fence and went into the field. So I get binoculars and I look and I say, oh God, that looks like a good buck. So I get my spot scope that I got on a tripod, and I set it up on here at the porch and looked up and said, oh God, yeah, that's a good buck. So grab my rifle right here, my Ruger 77 300 short mag. I'll see you in a little while, babe. I'll see you in a little while. So I run over here. I can't go out the front door because I can't let that buck see me. So when I try to open this, there's a rod in behind the sliding glass door. Gosh almighty. So I had to stop to get that rod out. How long did that take? I don't know. 5, 6, 7 seconds, whatever it was. So I come out and I come running around here. Running around here right fast. Try to keep that buck from seeing me up there on the hill. If I come around here, I can keep a lot of stuff between. I can just kind of stay behind this building and all. Always building. So I come. There's a run on out through here. Trying to be a little bit quiet because that buck, that little buck could run down behind the quiggly there. So I come around here. The only place I'm going to be exposed to that buck, that big buck on the hill there, is when I go right around the corner of the barn here. So go around the corner of the barn, and I'll duck into the barn right here. That's the only place that I'm open to that buck. So I can run over here. And I opened that door, this window, to take a shot at that buck, which is, he's right up here on this hill. He's right up here on that hill. When I open this window, and I get my shooting, this is a shooting rest here, the shooting bench, and I get my rest up here and put my rifle on it. This daggum window, the wind blew shut, and the wind's just barely blowing, blew it shut. So daggum. So I come here and I open this window again. Just like that right there, I started shooting. That wind blew it shut again. Daggone it. So I pushed it back again. Grabbed my rifle up, and again the wind blew the cotton picking window back around. Oh my gosh. So, you got these little rods, push rods here, that hold your windows open, prop your windows up. And I've had this thing like this for several years. So I'm going to prop this window open. So I grabbed up my prop right here to prop it up, to prop it open on this little nail right here. The daggum, the rod broke. It just snapped in two. I couldn't hold the window open. Oh my gosh. So I reach out here and I push the window all the way back around against the house. The buck is, he's still steady coming down the hill. So I grab up my rifle, and he's coming there, and just he hits this little road bed. I get the crosshairs on him. Just as I get the crosshairs on him, he disappears. He goes right behind those trees right there and stops. Oh, God. I can still see him, but there's no way you're going to try to take a shot through that brush and those tree limbs at him. And I watched him walk for another 30 or 40 yards right out that road bed and disappear. Oh, my gosh. That window would not stay open. It would not stay open. So I gotta take the time to get back here and fix it. I gotta fix that thing. But it wouldn't stay open. Like I said, then when I get out to, after he disappeared, I run out to the Quigley. I think he might show up again in the backfield back there. So I run out to the Quigley. And when I get out there, a little 8-pointer, in a little while, an 8-pointer come out in the field, and it took the exact same route that that big buster did. Did exactly the same thing, went into the woods again. About 20 minutes, it came back out and retraced its steps, went back where it come from. But I have not seen the big boy since. I spent the rest of the day, and there did see him. I've been out this morning, except for about 45 minutes. I went back to the house to grab a bite to eat. When I started back out the door just now, little buck was out here at the Quigley. I wouldn't shoot him anyway, but there was a buck on the move. While I was gone, I wasn't gone long, but I wasn't gone long yesterday when that big buck showed up either. Pays not to be gone at all. But I was. Home again. Didn't even say. Take up the vigil again for the shoulder period, my minor period. Just now starting. Now after all that, yesterday where that window would not stay open. I could not keep it open to try to get a shot at that ratted buck. And then I come on, after the buck went on through the woods over here, then I run out here to the Quigley. Sat around for another hour and a half, waiting to see if he'd show up. And that daggum window right there, the wind came up. The wind was real super light. I mean, just barely moving when I couldn't keep the window open to get shot. And after I come out here, been out here in the Quigley about 30 minutes, the wind kicked up and it howled all afternoon. And it kept that window standing wide open. Every time I'd look out from the Quigley here, look at that daggum window, it was standing wide open. You know it. It's very easy to get a bit discouraged when you hunt as much and as hard as I've hunted. Holding out the tag for a good buck, and goodness gracious. I blew that yesterday on that deer, that buck. A buck that you'd waited and waited and waited for. I think it's one of the best bucks I've seen in a while. And just 1 or 2 more seconds is all it would take. 2 seconds is at the most. That's the only amount of time that I would have needed to got him. And I think of all the things that happened that just eat up time. Just a few seconds here, 3 or 4 seconds here, and 4 or 5 seconds there, and it just plumb discouraging. But Whitey and Mom, they just left out here, and another little deer come over, another little doe come over and come out of the brush, and come on down taking the same route that Whitey and Mom took, and I said it's hard not to really get discouraged when you see a buck come that close to getting a really big buck as I did yesterday. I mean, just another couple of seconds and I could have had a really super buck. It didn't work out that way. Wait all that time. Days and days and days and days and days. And then blow it. Waited all that time for him to come down. He did. I blew it. It's as simple as that. I just simply blew it. All I know to do is just stay at it. That's all I'm gonna do. And hope that he comes back again, gives me another opportunity. There's quite a bit of season left. I got plenty of time, so I reckon I'll stay at it.